Hello everyone, in this video we'll be attacking my SQL with my SQL 5.0, which is under port 3306, and I've done a scan or mmap ASV, and it's brought out the version. So we're attacking, we want to hack the database of our vulnerable server. So this is MySQL 5.0.51, which is the version on Ubuntu. So it just telling us that is an Ubuntu server. So first, I'm going to use Metasploitable to confirm the version. Sorry, I'm going to use Metasploit to confirm the version, and we're also going to be using Hydra, which is an online brute force password attack tool that we're using to brute force the password of the username and password of the SQL server. So first, let's confirm the version of this MySQL, which is on that port 3306. So I'm going to open another terminal. So I'm going to MSF console. It's supposed to have MSF console. Going to load the MSF console. So okay, our MSF console is here. So there are many modules under MySQL, because you are attacking MySQL, not PostgreSQL now. So our former video was about PostgreSQL. So this one is MySQL. So you can see it load up. Going to increase it, so you can see now MSF6. So I'm going to just type MySQL. It's going to bring okay, search MySQL. So you can see lots of modules and stuff we can use, but the one we're using is just to find the version, which should be under this this is auxiliary scanner MySQL version. I'm supposed to use this for the brute force, but I don't want to use it, so I'll be using online cracker online brute force password. So I'm going to use, then I copy this. Then I copy this auxiliary scanner. Then I'm going to go down, then I paste it. So now you can see that it has changed scanner MySQL, then show options. So just asking us for the remote host. So our remote IP is mine is this is your remote IP. So I'm going to paste it. That is use roast 192.168.1.106. Then column, you can use, okay, sorry, set roast, not use roast, set roast. That's on 192.168.1.106. So if I type my show options again for me to confirm, so our show options is 192.168. Now I just click on run. Just type, sorry, not click on, just type run. Then it's going to show version, which is MySQL 5.0. So it means that our mmap was correct. So to avoid false positive, so just for us to confirm this version. So what we are doing next now, we don't know the password. We want to log in our SQL. So we want to log in the SQL server. So I see user databases and so many other things. So I'm going to use, you are going to click here and go to password attack. Then you click on online, which is an online attack, because our server is online. So but if it's an offline attack, you use other hashcat, use John the Ripper and so many other. So yeah, we are using Hydra. This Hydra here is command line is a CLI, and this Hydra here, they are same thing. They do same thing. This Hydra here and Hydra here. So this one is GUI based, which is multiply, which is the one we're using. So it does same thing. They perform same function. So you don't need to stress yourself. You just have to use. You can use this the GUI based Hydra. So I'm going to click this, the Hydra. Then so Hydra has a lot of configurations and so many other things, but we are going to for this video you are just going to follow me on this. So I click on target, which is here. So we are attacking single target. So so you have to type in the IP address of the machine. So not your machine, the machine you're attacking. So 192.168.1.106. So ports. So the port we are using is the port you are attacking is port 3309. I think I'm right. Port 3306. Sorry, 3306. Port 3306. So protocol. Then you go to MySQL. Should be MySQL. Okay, yes, this is MySQL. So this Hydra, you can attack an FTP port, SSH port, MySQL port, and so many other some ports. But I'm not sure of other ports. But we use this Hydra to look for password, a login password of services, port services. So I'm going to, I suppose use be babos. So it's going to show us be babos. You can see the command here, Hydra. So show attempts. Then I don't need to use SSL. Target list. No. 33 MySQL. Okay. Now password. So username, mostly most SQL. If you configure, if you're a developer or you're someone that is setting up a server, your SQL will be I think root first, which will be the admin, like the root user, which you can do anything as a root user. So normally username will be root, but maybe you might have another configuration in which you can change your root name or so many, or you can change your root name. So I'm just going to type on root, which I'm guessing which our username is root. Or if you don't know the username, now if you don't know the username, so you can just click on username list and you can download your word list. So if you click here now, it's going to go to my file and select a word list. So word list, you can download word list from GitHub. So so many other places. So I'm going to use, so far I already know the username, which should be root. So I'm root. So now your password, you can put your own password. Try to put your own, maybe your password might work. Or you can have a word list of password files. You get me? So your word list, password list, file, you can see it even highlighted. It's file with password to try. Then you can generate password. So can generate password by itself. So I'm going to click on generate. Then I'm going to click on try login as password and try empty password. Then I think this is okay. It's going to try an empty password. So I think that is, so now tuning, number of tags, timeout. I think this tuning is just to prevent like IDS, all these SIM tools from IDS from noticing your brute force. So if we had used this one, if we had used this one on Metasploit, this one, let me scroll up. This one is it might raise an alert in the IDS. It might raise an alert in the intrusion detection system. So that's why I'm using Hydra, which we can configure, but I'm just trying to, number of tags, timeout 30, then specific, then I don't need this. I don't need to configure anything here. Just going to, this one is for proxy. If you don't want their SIM tool to capture your IP address. So you can use a proxy. So you are going to be seeing the proxy IP address, not your own IP address. So specific, then starts. Then I think we have configured everything. Port 3306 password. Then I'm going to click on starts. See, then I click on start. So you can see one valid password found. So MySQL, you can see an attempt here, pass through, trying to like brute force. Then I think this is the username. This is username we are using root. Then we have a pass. So it means that the pass is empty. So the vulnerability here is that it's the MySQL wasn't configured well. The password is empty. So but in the real world, the password might not be empty. So you have to probably use a word list. So login, then root. So the login is root, then there is no password. So our attack has been successful. Our brute force attack has been successful. So what do we do next? So far we have gotten username, and we know that the password is empty, an empty password. So I'm going to just minimize this. I'm going to open another terminal. Now want to log in the, let me increase. Want to log in the MySQL. So so I'm going to just type MySQL. Let me just so that we won't have any issue. So I'm going to MySQL. I'm going to just type my MySQL, which is a module here. MySQL, want to connect to the database server. So MySQL, then you means that's the username, root. Then I think H should be for the path for the IP address 192.168.1.106. Then if we click on this, TLS wrong version number. Okay, I think we know that our metasploit table is old, and I don't know whether it's not using a TLS or SSL. So I'm going to just type something that is going to, we are not going to be using. We'll disable SSL. So but in the real world, you just have to just type this, and you are going to ask for password and you log in. But due to old versions of MySQL, also it might not work. So I'm going to just click this. Okay, click this, and I type I think SSL, then SSL, SSL, I think is SSL, then dash SSL, then it's equal to false. I think I put my SSL to false, then okay, or no user, or no database root, MySQL. I'm going to just type this. Okay. I changed the U to small letter, which is this. So now you can see that we've logged in without password. But if it has a password, it will ask for password. So MySQL now. So we have logged into the SQL server. Now to go around, you can check on SQL commands online and check how to work around MySQL database. So I'm just going to type show databases, then okay, now you can see there are a lot of database here, information, DBW, Metasploit, MySQL, OAuth 10, Thinking Wiki, then so I'm just going to let me just view database of one, which is DBWA. Use DBWA. Then okay, now we are inside the database of DBWA. Now we're going to just show tables. I think show tables should be have this. Okay. Show tables. There you can see we have tables, guest book and users. guestbook and users. So I'm going to just users. I know there'll be information inside these users. So I'm going to just select from. Select down now. Select from. I think you have to press this, or I think an asterisk. Select from users. Then okay, nice. So you can see we have admin. The password is encrypted, which is all right. Then Gordon Brown. You can see we have gotten into the database and we have seen the databases. So that is how an attacker can get into your database without you not configuring your your SQL properly. So or using a password that is weak. So admin Pablo Picasso Pop Smith, and this the encrypted password. Okay, so we have gotten to the end of this tutorial. So this tutorial is for educational purpose only, and also subscribe for more. Thank you.